Hello, everybody. It's the last week of 2023, and here's the Deephaven community team with its final update of 2023. Let's get started. All right, and first up, we got Devin. He's going to show us some updates with ingesting data in JSON data. So take it away, Devin.
Hey, thanks, Bender, and happy New Year for everybody watching this. I'm going to try and motivate some changes that are upcoming to how we're going to be uh, representing JSON data and make the case for a common object that can be used in multiple contexts. So a lot of times you'll see um, JSON data that has type discrimination on it. For example, we've got a type field and it's a quote, and so a quote has a symbol, bid, and an ask, for example. Or maybe the payload says it's a trade, so it's got some different stuff in it. You'll notice in both of these cases they both have symbol, but bid and ask and price and size are different fields for different contexts. But these JSON objects might be, let's say, in the same Kafka channel. And so you want some way to be able to represent that. Um, Stepping back for a second, one of the goals here is to extract our JSON logic from Kafka so it can be used in other contexts. Right now, our JSON processing is specific to Kafka, but you can imagine you might want to apply JSON processing against a JSON string that's already in a column, or maybe you've got JSON data that is coming over a WebSocket, and we'd like a common structure to be able to represent that information. So one way that you might represent a structure like this is just kind of to smush everything together into a single object. So you've got a type, symbol, bid, ask, price, and size. One of the problems with this sort of structure is that it's not very good um, at being specific about the kind of context that you mean in these different situations. For example, when you smush all this together, you have to say the bid or the ask field can be missing, the price and the size field can be missing because it is kind of this smushed together context. And one of the things we're going to be adding is kind of hierarchical structuring to this so they can be reused, composed, and put together. And one of those structures looks like uh, saying specific type information. So this is a type discriminated object. Maybe you've got a type on it. Here's the shared fields. We can actually look at some Java docs or some PyDocs right here. So this is a shared field. And then with a quote, we've got a bid and an ask. And with a trade, we've got a price and a size. This is all prototype interfaces right now. This will be improved in the future. But anyways, we can go ahead and specify, kind of exactly the context that we're expecting with these structures right here. And we can go ahead and pass it through Kafka. So you'll notice again that this JSON object doesn't have anything to do with Kafka, but Kafka is going to be able to process it. So if we did something like this today via the existing interfaces, it's not going to be that exciting. We're going to get back a single table that has a type discrimination column and then uh, kind of null fields where they're not expected, which is okay, but it's less than ideal than we could eventually do. One of the things we're trying to do with data ingestion is to allow you to uh, produce to multiple tables. And so we can use this type information that's present in the structure, and we could develop a new Kafka interface. So this is a prototype and it's not finalized. But for example, we could say consume to n. We can take in these options right here, and it could be smart enough to know, oh, this user wants a quotes table, and this user also wants a trades table out. And so we can execute something like this. Again, this is not finalized, but we could do that, and it's going to be smart enough to say, hey, this is a type discriminated JSON. We should be able to produce two different tables from it, completely separate tables, and give them back to the user so they don't have to worry about ignoring nulls or doing their own post-processing on it. This same sort of thing might apply to, like I said, like tables. We could pretend like we had a JSON string in a table. And this interface doesn't exist today, but we could definitely imagine it existing. We could say we had a JSON value in a table, and we've got exactly the same options that we used earlier. We could do the same sort of thing here where we're going out to a new table and maybe even going out to multiple tables, quotes, new table trades, because it's going to be able to use the information in that structure, or WebSockets. So uh, it's a little bit rambling there, but hopefully motivated that there's going to be a lot of new nice JSON processing capabilities coming soon, and that's going to be kind of coupled with a richer interface for describing how you want to ingest data.
All right. Very cool. And with that, we're off for 2023. So see you next year. Cheers.